Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Brown Brothers pod. We've been talking about this for a while, me and Alan, about doing something where we chat about all kinds of sports. And we were like, what better time than the biggest tournament in the world, FIFA World Cup? So we are very excited to talk about different types of sports, but football is going to be the topic for the day. Not soccer, football it is. Um, Alan, would you like to say something right now? Introduce yourself.
Yes, is this live? I am a little shy. I am Alan Kundar from India, and I am excited! Yay!
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I do not speak English. My name is Alvin, and I am excited too.
Excited!
Man, that has to
Yep.
be the best
Best
interview of
man.
the World Cup so far.
Uh,
And man, talking about the funny things that have happened this World Cup, who's your favorite supporter that you've seen in this World Cup, Alan?
oh, uh, there are a bunch. There is a lot of. I think the I've been seeing a lot of reels where the I think it's the Mexican fans and the Korean fans together going out on the streets of Mexico and just like meeting up, and people are having like block parties and stuff. I heard that in Boston they're running out of beer because all the Scottish people have like taken over their bars and just drive like cleaning them out of all the Guinness they have. So it's a lot of interesting stuff. Also, it's really really beautiful. I think last night I was just awake till 4 o'clock going through reels of like how amazing this World Cup has been, just seeing everyone come together.
There's something just magical about the World Cup which brings people together. Uh, like, just bringing different cultures, different people traveling, enjoying a different culture. Um, to answer the question first, hands down, it's not a human. My favorite all time was the duck that was wearing the Mexico jersey and walking by the
Oh yeah,
streets.
yeah.
Dude, I died. It was so funny. It's the funniest thing ever on the internet. I cannot believe like how cute was that. Like I thought
There's also a dog which they're like, oh, another gray card, because it was very funny.
yeah. No, for sure. I think all the supporters, Mexico, Korea, including the man, I gotta say, Norway fans always bring it. Man,
Yeah,
the they go them going up the escalator with the rowing.
yep, the rowing.
The
It's
Viking
so cool.
celebration, man. It's
Yeah.
been amazing to see the joy that the World Cup brings, and like everybody enjoying themselves. The Scottish people drinking all the beer, the rowdy English fans. Yeah, it's been amazing, and
I
the
heard Harry
Brazilians.
Maguire is like selling magazines on the streets of like LA, or not LA, but like someplace in US.
Harry
It's crazy.
Maguire.
Harry Maguire, like he's literally in a stall
Yeah,
selling magazines and stickers of like FIFA.
man. And did you see all the Brazilians taking over New York? I thought it was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be mental.
Philadelphia.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even New York on that first game that they played against Morocco, they
Yeah,
had taken over Times Square in the daytime.
it's
And if
crazy.
they had won that game and Knicks clinched the World Series that day, it would have been complete
Full
chaos. Like
mayhem.
I
Yeah.
had no idea, man. But what a World Cup it's been so far. I know that we wanna talk right now. The first round is done. We are already into some games of the second round, but let's
Mhm.
get into it. I know we wanted to do this before the World Cup started. So let's start off. What would you say in, like, let's say this is our first point of discussion here. So what would you consider your favorites to win the World Cup, Alan?
Um, I think my favorites currently. I think Brazil for sure, and I think I would say Spain. Um, I really feel like Spain's going to win, even though I want Brazil to win. Uh, but I have a feeling Spain will win. Also, I saw that like FIFA, like EA Sports, does basically a simulation every year of who's gonna win the World Cup every year, and for the last
Mhm.
4 years they have been correct, and this year they said Spain's going to win, which is crazy.
Oof.
Uh, and so yeah, I don't know. Spain has a really good team, even though they've not done anything yet much.
Bro, they
Uh,
drew versus Cape Verde, bro.
yeah, that's very weird.
Yeah, listen, like, bro, respect to Cape Verde.
Yeah,
They did a
1,500 people only. Like I feel my like vicinity around me has more than that. Like
yeah,
Pune
for
alone has
sure.
that like 10 times that.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but they call it the Spanish of the Caribbean because their fans are have the same vibe and like look the same and have same features and stuff like that. So,
Maybe.
but yeah, man, it's been a crazy World Cup for sure. For me, I think this is the first time that we watch something together that we don't support the same teams. I can't believe that you think your team is Spain for this World Cup.
Spain and Brazil, but yeah, Spain.
No,
Spain
no,
to
no,
win.
no, 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 no sitting on the fence. You got to pick
Okay,
one.
Spain,
You
Spain,
can't,
Spain to win.
you
Spain
can't
to
be
win.
that person with has five flags on their car and support whichever one is knocked out.
No, I mean I always used to support Belgium because of Hazard, but
Yeah,
no,
I know.
this year
Our
Spain.
golden boy baby, Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame. Anyways,
What
but yeah,
about you?
so my favorite team that has been the reason that I started watching football, Brazil. So I said on my social media too, I identify as a Brazilian until the World Cup gets done, and this time Ancelotti is bringing it home. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I feel that's a big reason because Don Carlo is the manager, and he has like the best players except Neymar. Uh, but
don't say
it's
that to the Brazilian folk. I don't think they'll be happy to hear that. But
fine.
man,
He's
it's
injured.
the
What is he
first
gonna do?
time. It's the first time in the history of Brazilian national soccer team that they have hired a non-Brazilian coach. That's big. And to be honest with you, being a Chelsea fan, I'm kind of sad to see our Brazilian boys not make it to the
João
World Cup
Pedro.
squad, including Estevao and João Pedro. Uh, but you know what? I wish the team the best. There's no player bigger than the team, so I hope they can do it. Even though the so far the first game was kind of not good against Morocco. Yesterday's result was pretty good, but still they still need to prove themselves. I think they have a long way to go in this tournament, and they're just starting up. It's good to get some points on the board for them. My favorites to win, other than Brazil, is Argentina out there. Is they're defending champs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's no lack of motivation. This is Messi's last World Cup. A lot of star players last World Cup, so they have a point to prove. I also rate France, or I don't know if you want to call it
France.
Africa superstar team. Like
Yeah.
it's insane. But France has such a strong lineup. Their bench could get out of the group stage
Mm-hmm.
almost of any group. It's insane how stacked their team is.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I think those are my Brazil, Argentina, France. You know what? I'll say shout outs to Germany, to
So you're
England,
just saying all the teams basically.
Dutch. No, no, I'm giving them shout outs. No, no,
All
no,
the
I'm
top
giving
10
them
teams.
shout outs because I think they have the ability to do it, but they have a long way to prove. So I don't think these are not my favorites. They are definitely not favorites, but these are the teams that I think they have a point to prove. They can, they really can show up on the world stage. I always think Germany's players, they play a lot in the German league, so they are very cohesive together. It becomes very easy for them to play with each other. They know each other's playing style. They either play at Bayern Munich, Dortmund, and kind of stick close. So you can never count Germany out.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch always have a point to prove. They have an exciting team. Let's see if they can live up to the hype this year. And yeah, I think let's see what the other teams have. I know you can never count the English out. The English media is almost as bad as any other media in the world, where one little mistake and they just get taken to the
Blow it out of
cleaners
proportion. Yeah.
and totally blown out of proportion. But again, you got to support Tuchel, man. Chelsea coach.
Yeah. True.
He's bought the Lions to have their cup of tea at the hydration breaks. You never know what they can do. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. Honestly, this World Cup, there's so much happening, right? There's all about the star players. It's gonna be Ronaldo, Messi, Modric, a bunch of their last matches, last World Cups. And it's going to be interesting, but at the same time it's a lot of like managers as well. This time you have to think about of who's the manager, who are they playing with. um Tuchel playing with English players already, like coach Chelsea. He knows Reece James already. He knows a bunch of these guys already. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he does it. Even Don Carlo. Uh, I think
Yeah.
it'll be very interesting. I think as much as the players also are important, I think this year the managers are going to be really crucial for the teams.
Okay. Any other teams other than Brazil and Spain and Argentina, that you consider that you need to watch out
I
at?
mean, there are so many teams, right? I mean, I think in the next part I can tell you. I think more than I think I'll stick to like my favorite, Spain and Brazil. I don't know, like water it down. I would really be happy if either of them win. Uh, and yeah, I've been hearing a lot about Portugal, and they're pushing this agenda so that Ronaldo gets his
Ooh,
World Cup.
dude.
But I
We did
don't
not
think it's
mention
gonna happen.
Portugal,
Yeah,
man.
I don't
They
think so.
have some major drama happening there, like insane drama on like social media, and um, you know, Ronaldo's just getting crucified out there for the lack of the team playing well together. And I mean, on paper, they are hands down probably the strongest team of the tournament, but together as a unit right now they
Yeah,
haven't played
doesn't seem.
well.
Yeah,
And it just their fans and everybody is just going crazy, and it's just sad to see social media and some fans and their wives and stuff kind of talking about players and stuff like that way. So I right now, man, I have them on the ropes. I don't see them doing well unless they figure out the stuff happening in the back room there for the
yeah.
team. So
I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. Honestly, everyone I think going into this was like, it's Ronaldo's last World Cup. It's his last chance to ever even try and get this. So there's a lot of pressure on him. But also at the same time, like any move he does, people are like, oh, look at him. He's trying to steal the ball. Oh, look at him. He's not even passing the ball. But I mean, I don't know. I think you're right. At the end of the day, they need to come together as a team. That's the main thing.
yeah. I mean, that's a big topic, to be honest with you. I have a lot of Portuguese friends who work with me in construction, and they just think how unfair the media is towards Ronaldo's criticism. Like if the team loses, always his fault, and if the team wins, then people did a good job, helping him get the team across the line. The one
Yeah.
thing I know is without Ronaldo, Portugal does not win this World Cup, and with him they have a chance. So let's give the guy an opportunity and let's see what happens. They have uh, to redeem themselves after the first game, and they have you know something to prove, and I think the team um, has a lot on their mind too. I don't know if emotions are still running high from the Jota incident that happened at the start of the year too.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
yeah, let's see how they play out. Let's hope for the best for the Portuguese team. And well, I don't know if you want to mention the other team that's sitting at home and watching the World Cup. Italy, man. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God, that's crazy.
Oh man. Okay,
It's
I
wild.
need no, no, I cannot talk anymore. It's one of those Jose Mourinho. If I talk, I'll be
I'm
in
in
trouble.
trouble. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I cannot say anything about the Italian teams. World champions, God knows when, but good job, guys. I got to
Yeah.
keep my job.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, let's move into the next part. What would you say is like, we've been talking about these top countries, top nations, always the favorites, but in every World Cup, there's always this one country that you do not expect to do good, and it does good. And I'll only say one thing: you cannot mention Turkey because they are
They're out.
always underdogs.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, they're already back home on,
Yep. Yep.
like, it's insane. They're always underdogs. They always have like all these star players
They're
and
such a
everything.
good
And
team.
such a good team. They're
We got to
stacked. Like they have
see like matches in Turkey, and you could see the passion in like the
man.
players and the fans.
Yes, yes, like hands down. Yeah, we visited Turkey. We saw Besiktas versus Fenerbahce game, and we could see like the quality of like Turkish talent. The Turkish fans like are amazing. Like Turkey really has an amazing team on paper, players that are playing for like the top clubs to not even score one goal in two games. That's really disappointing. And I know, like, I play futsal and soccer with a lot of Turkish
Hmm.
fans and Turkish friends of mine, and I'm pretty sure they're pretty disappointed. The let's say the chat is really quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. Uh, but I would say, to be honest, like to answer the question, the underdog teams, weirdly, uh, bro, Canada and US, like where did they come from, man? Like that's so wild. The fact that like US is playing and they're winning, Canada is playing, they won. It's not the best of teams they're playing against, but still they're
You got to
they're
play
playing
the
a good
games. No,
game,
there's
yeah.
no easy games in the World Cup.
Yeah, and like especially Canada, dude, what a game. Winning 6-0 is crazy. It's crazy. The
Yeah,
first ever win as well in
yeah.
the World Cup, which is wild.
Yeah. I mean, I got to give like I'm in. I This is Canada is called. I've called Canada my home for the last 14 or 15 years now, and I am like the country loves football. The country loves, even though they call it soccer, they love the sport. They've
Yeah.
invested in the sport. Even though, like you would say, we don't on paper have the players that play for these big teams. They are doing well. They have a good coach, and I feel like he has a point to prove. Like Ted Lasso, an American coach coaching a Canadian team, building a rivalry up. But what's impressive for me to see is not only do they have speed and agility, but they also have the ability to be clinical and finish in the second game. The first game, there was a lot of chances that went were missed. Uh, and yeah, so I'm happy to see Canada do well. I got to say that there was some, let's say, soft decisions that went Canada's way in the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
and it is only Qatar, so like no
Yeah.
disrespect, but like it's a smaller team. I think you know I expected them to win. Of course, not 6-0, and definitely the two red cards made the scoreline look more flattering than it actually was. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a great time for all the North American teams and the hosts. Canada is doing
All the
well,
hosts,
US is doing well, and
Mexico,
listen, our
Canada, and
favorite, one of our favorite countries that we visited time after time,
yeah,
Mexico, baby,
yeah.
Mexico,
They're
Mexico.
all number one as well in that
Bro,
group.
I am very impressed. Like, to be honest with you, if you ask me in terms of style of play, I think Mexico really have had it locked down. Like, they really
Hmm.
have a good team. They are playing really well together. And maybe they say there is pressure when you play at home with your home crowd. It does not look like it. They feel like they want to step up for their
Yeah,
country,
yeah,
prove a
man.
point. So, yeah, man. I mean, kudos to them. Great job to all the North American teams. Maybe the weather is helping them out and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's really great.
it's home ground advantage, but it's very interesting. Just going back to what we were talking about at the start, right? A lot of my friends, like a lot of my friends when I was studying in Vancouver, who did not know about football at all, are like going to BC Place to watch the match, and they're like enjoying. They love the vibe that like the World Cup is bringing to Vancouver
Yeah,
and Toronto and stuff. So it's really cool to see in general how this vibe shift even is happening
yeah.
with like in general with North America, right? With everything that's happening in the world, I think this is perfect, exactly what we needed.
Yeah, I'm slightly jealous because the Vancouver Stadium was lit. The
Yeah,
atmosphere was amazing. That stadium looks so good.
so
Uh,
nice.
yeah, like Toronto Stadium looks like uh, we have a stand which is built of scaffold, so I have no idea. Like we can't compare. The BMO field is not as impressive as the ground. I think it's Vancouver Whitecaps home ground
It's
too. So
BC Place.
yeah, yeah, but it's
Yeah,
amazing. It
it's
had
a
an
huge
amazing,
stadium.
like you could hear the crowd chanting, and they were doing the Icelandic clap and stuff. So they had some
Yeah.
of the Canadian ultras supporting the team. So it was nice to see Canada get on the board. So yeah, it was awesome. Who else would you say is underdogs? Like for me, um, I would like to say so far from the performance that I've seen, I think Japan is
Japan is there.
somebody you cannot count out. They have the heart, and their manager has a secret notepad. Somehow,
Yeah.
whenever he writes stuff, they just come back to life
Yep.
and
Yep.
they play well.
Yeah.
Um,
Even
who
Scotland, to be honest, like their team is pretty like competitive. They have Brazil and Morocco in their group, but like I don't know. I see them play and it looks interesting at least. Even though they are third right now, I think they
Yeah,
are
I
underdogs.
was gonna say they right now on paper, I don't know, they don't have much chances of qualifying, but
Yeah.
time will tell. Let's see. And what about Morocco, bro? Like Morocco, I don't know if you know, but Morocco has like I think they're under 19s and under 21s. They are world champions. All their players have been
Hmm.
groomed since a while to do well on
Croom.
the international stage. Well, no, like they have proper facilities. They've
Yeah.
given them opportunities. Like most of the Moroccan stars are like playing for big teams now, like Ismail Sabari or whatever his uh maybe I'm mispronouncing his name, but he just joined Bayern Munich,
Yeah.
from what I understand. And
Yeah.
Hakimi plays for PSG, back-to-back Champions League winner. So I think they have the worlds at their stage. You have Brahim Diaz too. You have quite a few good players. That kid, bro, that 18-year-old kid in midfield, he was amazing in the first game versus Brazil.
Yeah.
I know it's just one game, so let's see if he actually lives up to the hype. Not
Yeah.
like the last World Cup. I think they had a totally different team. Like Sofian Amrabat became like a crazy superstar overnight, and of course United buys them for crazy amount of
Good
money, and
amount.
he
Yep.
doesn't
Yep.
do nothing. But yeah, it's always like this is a World Cup always produces all this new talent that people don't know about, and suddenly
Yep. Yep.
people go after them, buy them for crazy amount of
Yep.
money,
And then they don't do anything.
and they don't do
Who
anything.
all? That
But
was like Pogba. There was
thankfully, our boy Enzo hasn't done that.
yeah.
Enzo has been good.
Enzo has been
Uh,
good.
I hope he
But
does
he
not.
wasn't a one-hit wonder. He just won the World Cup, but like consistency. It wasn't like, oh, there was a moment where like, oh, it's only Enzo, or like he scored some
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
goal
and
there.
he was doing good at Benfica before
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
and I mean, I just hope that we can keep hold of him, man. I would be really sad to see
yeah.
him leave Chelsea and join Real Madrid. It seems like, uh, you know what?
Let's not go there. Let's just
Yeah,
not
I
go
know.
there
It's
with
yeah. Let's
Kukure. Just
let's
sad.
try to get out of all the hurt that we are carrying in our
Yeah,
hearts, and let's move
yeah,
on to stick to the World Cup here. Okay,
yeah.
so going back to that, do you have any other teams? Like I think Morocco is gonna give everybody a
Morocco
tough
as
time.
well.
I think
Yeah,
Morocco is
yeah.
gonna give everybody a tough
I
time.
would love to see. I loved watching the Dr. Congo match. The Dr. Congos in Portugal. It was so much fun. I was watching it with my friends on Discord, and it was so much fun. We are like, "What's happening? Why is this team like playing so well?" And or is it just Portugal that shit? But it was so entertaining just to watch.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, it's I'm looking forward to even watching them play. It'll be interesting. They're gonna play. If I'm not wrong. They are going to be playing Colombia next, which is right now their number one. So
Yeah,
it's going to
yeah,
be interesting.
yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there are a lot of teams that could really. You know which team which I actually enjoyed watching, and they haven't like really performed to their ability. Is Haiti. Like I think their
Haiti.
players are really good. They've created a lot of chances.
Yeah.
They look pretty good on the ball. They have some players
But
who have the dribbling.
competitive group, right? Again, it's like Brazil,
Yeah,
Morocco, Scotland. It's too competitive.
like yeah, like I'm really surprised with their skill level. It's like pretty
Yeah.
impressive to see how good they play and together and they gel with each other. Like I mean they haven't been able to score goals or be clinical enough, but I've enjoyed watching them play. To be honest with you, so yeah, like there's a lot of football yet to play. Colombia's out there, doing their thing. They've been playing well. They always seem to be a team hard to beat too. Yeah. So I don't know if there's any other teams that you'd like to mention. Any
No,
mention on
not
the Dutch
really.
fans or the Dutch team?
No, their group is pretty easy to be honest. Even though
Right now they're
like
scoring. I just got a notification. They scored
they
fourth
scored
goal, man. 4-0 versus
four
Sweden.
nil Sweden, crazy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sweden, is there anyone in Sweden still? Like I don't even know who's in Sweden anymore. Is there any players?
Zlatan is
Zlatan is on. He's talking up there.
yeah.
Uh oh wait, no, they have Gyökeres and Isak.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
their attacking lineup
the attack is really good. Everything else is shit. I'm even looking at it right now live. Their Isak has a 6.8 and Gyökeres has 7.1. Everyone else is below a 6. Like it's funny.
Mm. Okay, let's transition into our next segment. Who are your best young players or players that you are excited to look for in this
Oh,
World Cup?
I mean that's
Let's
another thing.
okay,
Very interesting.
let's keep it to the younger players. I don't want to talk about the Ronaldos, the Messis, and Neymars
Younger
and
players, right?
stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Young.
your Bellingham, Yamal, Enric. Who else do we have? I'm thinking. I was looking forward to what's his name? The winger
Desiree
in
Doué,
Turkey, Desiree Doué, but also Turkey. What's his name?
Ada Gular.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, nothing. He didn't perform. But yeah, I'm
yeah.
looking forward to be honest, Yamal to see in Spain. How is he gonna play? The star players. Bellingham already scored. Endrick scored during the friendlies, which was really cool. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be a lot of. That's the thing. It's like the problem is these guys have already become stars. Uh, and normally, at least till the last World Cup, I feel whenever there were youngsters, it was like, oh, they are good potential. These guys are not potential. We know they are good. Like it's not just like a maybe. We know they're good, and like it's like almost to the point where like it's egos, right? They know they're good and they have to prove themselves this time. They don't have an option. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if you want to count Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe is that young anymore, but
No, I don't like he's in his own class. Like that
yeah,
guy is something else. No, I wouldn't I would say yeah, like there are quite a few young players. I would count the Moroccan kid in there. I would count Desiree Doué, definitely one of the most exciting players I think on the ball. Like he feels like he can create something out of nothing. Of course, I mean Haaland's young, but I think he's also a class above at this moment of time in terms of players who are young.
yeah, yeah.
I just hope, man, Don Carlo. I know you're watching our pod that we've this even though this is our first
First
pod.
episode.
I know in this first episode the Brazilian national team needs Endrick on the pitch. Even though our boy Cunha scored
Yeah.
yesterday, but I think Endrick needs to get his chance. He just seems like somebody who just wears that jersey with pride and plays for the team so well, and he always performs, he always scores. So I think
Yeah.
in the warm-up matches he scored, he proved himself. I think he should get more opportunity to play.
And
No
honestly, like
disrespect
I
to.
think just looking at the goal also he scored in the friendlies, there was so much excitement, and it wasn't only him. Everyone in the team was so excited that he scored, and they were so excited. They like
Yeah,
ran to him, hugged
ev-
him. They all were
everybody
so
loves
happy.
him.
Yeah,
Everybody loves him. I know there is some history there because he was part of the Real Madrid team that Mr. Don Carlo coached and stuff. But like, I think give the guy his opportunity. Like, he also scored a goal yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. It was a offside goal that was not counted, but he had a beautiful finish and he again made a difference when he came on the pitch. So I think Brazil needs a proper striker, which Cunha is 10, can play the 9, of course, but I think an out and out striker, you need an Endrick to get an
I
opportunity. And
think they
also,
both
like,
can give chances, right, based on the teams
you
they play. I
cannot,
think.
yeah, you cannot play with just one striker this World Cup.
Yeah,
You need another striker who's, you know, consistently scoring or giving you support too. So I think
yeah,
he is going to come into the tournament. I think maybe, hopefully he gets eased into the team and he comes on more often and, he gets another opportunity now. So I think the toughest game of the group would be their next game. No, they played, yeah, Brazil played Morocco, they played Haiti, and then I don't know who's the other team in the group.
they are now playing Scotland.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see. Let's see what they do. They
Mm-hmm.
they still haven't qualified for the next round, and it's a tight group. So let's see
Gonna
how
be
things
interesting.
play out.
Yep, yep. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's any other players that I've enjoyed watching so far. I know that Ivory Coast guy, Diamonde or something. He's been playing well. There are quite a few players. Like it's amazing how much talent is you get to watch and the different teams,
Yeah,
but it's they don't get opportunities, and some of them, this is their, like, let's say, an interview, and then they get picked up
yeah,
by
yeah,
these
yeah,
big clubs. So it's good opportunity for especially even the smaller countries and the players who probably play part time and don't do this on the regular. So good for
yeah,
them.
yeah. Like
It's been
Curacao,
yeah, yeah,
like small team, big
yeah,
ambition.
dude. He's the goalkeeper. Man,
Yeah,
what a story, dude. What a
bro,
story.
so cool.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Okay,
it's gonna be
so
interesting. Actually,
yeah,
before the last segment, what I wanna do, maybe we can make this a thing every time where we can switch it up. Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire questions at you, and you have to like answer them immediately. Like no
are you gonna switch
overthinking.
out some dim lights or something like
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is not coffee with Karan, but
coffee with Alan?
yes. But okay, quick answers. Okay, rapid fire. Okay, I need to know. Okay, biggest flop nation.
Turkey,
Okay, who do you think will be the Golden Boot winner?
Mbappe,
Okay, best young player.
Desiree Doué,
Okay, who do you think is going to be the biggest upset? Like biggest player?
player who's gonna be like a flop.
Yeah.
Hmm, that's a tough one. I think Yamal.
Okay. Okay. uh, which giant nation will exit early?
Which giant nation will ups? I don't know. You know what? Because your favorite is Spain, I want to say Spain,
Spain.
but like, okay, they still have the potential. I think it would be mm,
You're thinking too
which
much.
team? Can't think too much. So, let's say Spain. Let's say Spain.
Okay. And finally, what is the small nation you think that's gonna shock everybody?
Well, that one I think my money's on Morocco.
Morocco. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. Cool. Interesting answers. I'm very interested with the Yamal. That's wild.
I think you know what? Have you seen all the celebrations? The ball is for God, where they're like putting down the throne. This guy
The
puts the
yeah,
throne
put
on
the throne on.
himself,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think
Very
he's
ego.
like, I don't know, he's like you said, they are already superstars, but yet they haven't proven themselves as much.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've seen his. There's no doubt about he's probably one of the most talented players out there, no
Mm-hmm.
doubt. But when you do not put the effort, you do not put in the practice, and you are too focused about talking and living this larger than life lifestyle, football will bite you in the ass. And I think that's already been proven. And I think I
Yeah.
saw some story where he played video games all night and he looked miserable and stuff. Like, so somebody's got to put an arm around his shoulder or give him a nice smack on his back so that he understands that he needs to get his act together and perform well. Because, again, I know Spain are probably right now the favorites to win after
Yeah.
France,
Yeah.
but I still haven't seen that yet. Haven't seen the forward clicking. They have a stacked midfield. They have
They have a great team.
good defense, goalkeeper, everything. But yeah, Fernando Torres in the front has not been doing as well. And man, they are. I don't know if they have Sanchez as the backup goalkeeper, but I would not trust that guy to hold a bottle of water for me. That guy would not even be good as a water boy.
Oh
Like
my God.
seriously,
Not
he
again.
would drop that too. He might come on the field and tell the guy, "Hey, jump left," when the ball is not even. Again, my emotions of Chelsea are taking over, so
The,
let's move on. But that was a fun round. Did I win? Did I win a coffee hamper or something?
no. You in
No.
a glass full of water.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so last segment. Let's wrap this up pretty soon. Players who you think will dominate the tournament. I'm gonna throw out some names, and then you
Okay.
can tell me um, what do you think. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, of course, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, Musiala for Germany, Yamal for Spain, maybe. And, so far, Messi has not been doing pretty bad. Got a hat trick in his first game. And what about Mr. Ronaldo himself? Like, there is a lot to tell. So, who are your players who you think could dominate this World?
Again, interesting time. I think I really like watching Kane play, honestly. Kane's been really good to watch play. Vinicius is like moving down that wing, it's crazy. They were play the I forgot what team they just played last night. They played Morocco?
Who? Who?
No, Haiti, Brazil.
Yeah, yeah, Brazil.
Yeah. They were playing a very high line, and I could see Vinicius like every time, like waiting, just waiting over there for just one ball, and he was gone. And
Yeah.
he got that at the end, but it's very interesting.
He
Mbappe,
got an assist, he got a goal,
yeah,
he got the W, man. The
yeah. I
guy
think
is.
it's really interesting. I love watching this year in the World Cup. You can see people's POV shots. Like they've done some kind of like 3D photogrammetry way where you can see a player's perspective. And there's like a famous video of the goalkeeper watching Haaland run at him like in full speed while he has the ball, and it like hits him and it goes in the goal. It's so scary. Like just see Haaland like full on just chasing you down while you have the ball loose.
Well,
Uh,
even Lukaku does the same thing, bro. The
yeah,
memes with that were hilarious. The guy
yeah,
just is a monster. He just he literally just ran into the net, and I think the defender was like, "Listen, my life is on the line. I might as well score this own goal, otherwise he's gonna take me
Yeah,
in."
yeah.
So, uh, yeah, man, that's pretty wild. Any other players that you think are gonna destroy this World Cup and gonna just
Uh,
bring it home?
yeah, I think you can never leave out Messi. Uh, I expected more from like Declan Rice and stuff like that, but I've not seen much. Uh, but I've seen him. He's into the game, but he's not. I would say not lived up to his potential. I would say, but there are really cool players. I think Messi is there. Ronaldo, I have no idea. I really hope that he figures out whatever is
What about
happening.
Harry Kane, bro? Harry Kane has been killing it.
That was the
Like
first
that
one I
man
said. The
he's
first thing I love seeing
consistent.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
That was the first person. I think watching Harry Kane play these games has been so much fun. Even like he's such a
England
good
has
player.
been playing good football, man. Like I
Yeah.
gotta say that lot of fans. I have friends who are supporting them, and we of course watch the Premier League. So basically, I think the English team has a lot to prove. I think they've been playing some good, exciting football. I think they have an opportunity to go far, for sure. I think Harry Kane, Bellingham, the boys. I think Saka hasn't been unleashed yet. Every corner seemed like a goal. Like I think they've adopted the haram ball and are
Yeah.
trying to score after every
Yeah,
corner.
they
And
look
Tuchel is
lethal,
changing.
honestly. The
They
set
look
pieces they
really
have.
lethal. I love the chemistry of the team. Reece
Yeah.
James, all the guys. I miss Palmer is not playing in the 11. Foden's not there, and I kind of confused why Chaluba came into replace Livermento instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
But listen, man, Tuchel knows the stuff. I think he's looking for chemistry of the team and the dynamic of the team to do well. So I hope and wish him the best and all the English fans. Hopefully, the team actually proves them wrong for once and actually supports them throughout. So yeah, let's see. One thing I do want to talk about is I know this World Cup there's a lot of exciting things, but any before we end, which is this is off script here. What do you think about this World Cup? Like, what things have you've liked or annoyed you? Let me start. Hydration breaks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro, that it makes no sense at all. This is
Yeah.
not the Middle East. It's
Yeah.
not extremely hot.
Not
And
India.
listen, 25 minutes, if you have to take a break when you start the game, for me, I'm sorry, but that's like embarrassing. Like, that's purely like it's so annoying that they are trying to embrace like this North American style where you have like it's
Yeah,
almost like four
bro, I saw
quarters.
Norway
Like, so annoyed.
freaking have ice backpacks and stuff like that to cool their players down and I'm like,
Man,
what?
it's crazy. I understand it's hot and it's this, but like I feel like that ruins the flow of the game.
But
You
these
don't
guys are
have the same
athletes, man.
intensity.
Like,
Yeah, they don't have the same like the players lose intensity, you lose
dude, they played in
momentum.
Africa,
You
they played in like Brazil and stuff like this. What the hell is
Yeah,
an
dude.
American summer,
I
bro?
know this. It's all about money. It's all about money,
Yeah.
and
And they're running
as a
ads through
business,
it.
yeah, they're running ads through it. Like I hate that. Like to be honest with you, that's why like I dislike watching other sports because of how many advertisements, how many breaks in play, and stuff gets had. Like if you watch any other sport, like 2 minutes of gameplay is like ends up being 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
annoying. Football's never been like that, and I just cannot agree to these hydration breaks. Maybe if it's extremely hot after the like 65th, 70th minute, something around that time when people are making subs anyways, and hydration break along with that makes sense
Yeah.
because teams make changes around the 60th minute mark. So
Yeah.
sure, like if the players are tired after that, you can give them a break if it's hot, but I think it should be like reviewed. I think one of the players said the same thing. It should be reviewed on a case to case basis. Otherwise, this should not be a flow, stop a flow. Because I feel like goal scoring has also decreased to a certain extent because, like, they have times to coach them again, like, or like tell them,
Yeah,
hey,
like
what to do,
it's
what not to do. It's
yeah,
like a break, like, so I feel like there's a lot of break in play, and like, the players are less gassed, like, because they take this break, they're less gassed, so then you don't see those frantic, one end to end football. So I dislike the hydration breaks. That's my number one annoying pet peeve of the World Cup so far. um
what do you think of the
Anything,
whole thing about last night he got a red card for covering his mouth while talking?
you know what? I think like some players are just like that's their habit. That's like, even like when they would say, "Oh, if anybody does this, give them a card," that they were doing in the Premier League. That's like instinct. Like, I don't know. We both play football,
Yeah,
so when you like, it's instinct. Like when you're upset or whatever, like, hey, do something, or like, hey, you cover your mouth,
yeah,
say something. So I think it's harsh because, like, I think Paraguay, what they pulled off yesterday was nothing short of a miracle. I
yeah,
think the fact that they were down one man and Turkey still could not score for the
yeah. It's
entire
wild.
half, that's wild, like
Yeah,
beyond imagination for me.
and
Because
also a huge player, by the way.
yeah, Almiron is like he was a key player for Newcastle, and he's like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm just still like in shock. I think it's a extremely soft red card. There were like so many red cards this tournament. Some of them were totally not
Three
deserved.
red cards in the first game.
Bro, that was just like a joke, man. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah, I think like some of the red cards have been very soft. I can't believe they are checking corners, but there were some serious fouls that were not given. And before I hear the wrath of anybody, but Messi foul was a red.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, yeah.
A
I
red.
agree.
If
I
that was
agree.
anybody else,
Yep.
it was a
Yep.
red.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a clear red. There were so many.
Very bad
Even I think
injuries as well already this time.
Hakimi's foul on
Yeah.
Vinicius in the first game.
Yeah.
Nobody, I don't know why nobody except for Brazilians are talking about it, but like that was pretty nasty too. I know they know each other really well. They played with each other in Madrid and stuff like that way, but there was some nasty fouls that weren't given as a red. Like even the Canada game, like I think there was a soft red and penalty.
Yeah.
The injury that happened too, like I don't know. I don't think that foul was as bad as deserved a red. I think the player injured. There's some kind of issue there, but I don't think it was a red card tackle. But
I don't know. It's
injury
being interesting.
definitely, the injury I think forced their hand into
Yeah.
giving him
Yeah.
the red card. Like, and I feel bad for the guy. He was like distraught after that
Yeah. You
foul.
could see
So
his face, like he was like
even
he
you could
knew.
see his face, he was
Yeah.
not in belief because I don't think he thought it was a bad tackle either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to see something like that will happen to any player, no matter which country or club or anything, is really sad because that is a potential career ending injury, and I hope Ismail Kone gets fit and plays for Canada in the future again. But it's a long way to recover. So um, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Have you had anything that you like or dislike the most in this?
Oh, like on the other hand, you know what I actually like is weirdly FIFA is kind of adapting to like Gen Z culture in a way where like they're letting people like first of all the pundits like with even just like Zlatan there, it's just iconic. Firstly, I love his attitude, even though it's like little over the top, but it's so much fun. Even the fact that speed has been given the permission to literally record every single match. You can just watch the entire game on his stream, and they just give him official license to actually go to every match, including like semi-final, final, that it's going to run on his YouTube channel and Fox network at the same time. And this is like live. They're giving him permission to go in the stadiums, go wherever he wants, and he can record it, which is wild to think about, like for the younger generation who like watch him. And you got
Yeah,
to think about it, it's very smart play because uh even with these network channels and stuff, speed is like his last stream in the World Cup was 90 million people. 90 million people watching one stream is definitely more than many like network studio channels, which is crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
it's
very
very
much.
interesting. This whole World Cup of like bringing in the new generation, kind of pushing that with the new gen as well, has been
Yeah,
really interesting.
that's nice. That's nice. Awesome. So, on that hot note, I think we should, close up. Any final comments or notes that you want to make?
Oh, I think it's
Looking
the
forward to
first.
the next games coming up. Like any games that you're looking forward to watch.
Ooh, not really. There's nothing really for a while. All of the games are kind of. I think it'll be, what's interesting is let people in the comments kind of talk about like what do they think are the next matches and who they think are the big players that are coming up. I think it'll be interesting. Like the future episode, what we can do is like every time we have the podcast, we can read and like kind of see what people think, and we can even argue about that maybe.
Yeah, that's sounds like fun. I think we should definitely, let's see, interact with some comments that will be coming in and maybe discuss that in the next pod that we do. For me, I'm looking forward to two games next week. I'm looking forward to the Portugal Uzbekistan. I think the redemption game for Ronaldo, and then the England and Ghana game. That should be an exciting game to watch too. So looking forward to that, man. So yeah, that's the first part done.
Yep, crazy.
Awesome. I'm glad after all this while was talking and contemplating should we do this or not, we kind of
Yeah,
got it
yeah.
together. Did it.
Yeah, and I would love to know how we can improve it and what people want to know from us. I guess it'll be an
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interesting way to kind
Shout
of
out in the
talk.
comments if you have any recommendations, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a couple of our friends join in and
Yeah,
maybe do
yeah,
some live
yeah,
streams and stuff together too. So
yeah.
should be fun.
And I'm pretty sure like we will do this even after the World Cup. We plan on even talking about like games that come up. We will talk about probably Formula One some point at time where when we have a
Forza
race.
Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, shots
Yeah,
like a
so
man.
I think we'll have some cool episodes coming up front, which
Premier
hopefully
League,
people are looking.
Champions League, there's a lot of
Premier
things
League,
to cover.
Champions League.
So,
There's a lot of stuff to cover. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
exciting times ahead.
All right. See ya. Ciao.
See ya. Bye.
Oh, what were you recording it back again?
Yeah, outros.
Hurry. Yeah, yeah. Dance, 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 dance.
Zola.